In December of 2017, many became familiar with the leaked Pentagon UFO videos titled, FLIR, GIMBAL and GOFAST. They shed light on Commander David Fravor's November 2004 USS Nimitz encounter with the UAP now commonly referred to as Tic Tac, as well as the 2014 USS Theodore Roosevelt incidents. While some credible voices have suggested that these may be radar or other spoofing effects designed to probe U.S. capabilities, they do not offer to explain Commander Fravor's visual sighting of the white and oval Tic Tac. Nor do they address the numerous sighting reports from credible aviators going back into the 1950s and even the late 1930s. As the following fair use extract on the 1994 Nellis Air Force Base UFO demonstrates, the Nimitz encounter is not as new as some would portray.
Tonight on Hard Copy.
This is no home video. These pictures were taken by a sophisticated military tracking system, and it's got operators baffled.
I don't know.
Exclusive, the Air Force UFO.
Now, a new UFO mystery over the Nevada desert, and this time, pictures of the strange objects were captured by none other than the U.S. Air Force.
I don't know.
These are the secret images captured by a state-of-the-art military radar tracking system. Images which raise new questions about the U.S. military's knowledge of UFOs.
Where'd it come from?
It might look like a home video, but the numbers burned into the screen are actually high-tech computer-generated coordinates, like something out of Star Trek. That's how radar operators can tell exactly where the object is and how fast it's going. These videos were recorded near Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada, home of the infamous UFO hotspot known as Area 51. This is where top-secret military aircraft are designed and tested, and even though the Pentagon denies it, some say it's where the U.S. government secretly investigates UFOs.
People need to know that this does exist. Sightings are occurring more and more.
This man, we'll call him Steve, worked on top-secret projects at Nellis Air Force Base, and he says UFO sightings are common there.
This wasn't the first time I've seen the videos. I've seen other videos that are similar to this. It just led to the validity of what I already believe. They're here.
The first of two videos obtained exclusively by hard copy shows a tiny dot over the horizon. Radar operators are having a hard time figuring out what it is.
We acquired this unknown object, aircraft some type. It seems to be hovering here.
Look at the readout in the upper right-hand corner. It says the object being tracked is over 10,000 meters away. That's about 6.5 miles. Whatever it is, it's solid and large enough to spike the radar return.
This target is fairly stationary until the very end, when it moves extremely rapidly. It must have a fairly large radar cross-section to return the signal back. That's why I believe the object was fairly large.
A second video from Nellis Air Force Base. This time the target moves slowly above the horizon. Once again, radar operators have no clue what they're looking at.
They're familiar with all types of military targets. This very much surprised them. They're very much trying to figure out what type of targets these are.
And that would be a very big story.
Hard copy had one of the Air Force tapes digitally enhanced. The result? There are no wings or rotor blades visible on this craft. But is it a visitor from outer space? Or could it be a classified military project? A high-tech flying object hatched from Area 51?
The government has more information than it is generally willing to reveal to the public.
Another look at the secret Air Force tape. Notice how the object continues upward and seems to change shape. The object might be a weather balloon buffeted by the wind, or the transformation could be attributed to a reflection. Rich Terrell is an astronomer and an expert in optics.
Under those lighting circumstances, you get reflections, you get different changes in the way an object will appear without it ever changing shape. It's just the lighting that's changing.
But Steve insists that there is more to this video than meets the eye. He says the radar operators who recorded these images know what they saw, they just can't explain what they are.
Based on my experiences, both personal and military, there's no doubt these alien systems exist.
No surprise when we tried to contact authorities for an official response, both Nellis Air Force Base and the Pentagon declined to comment.